what's going on, guys? Dale Valor here from Modern Valor Dating. Listen, today we are going to be doing a video on what the hell is going on in the world today, man. You know, we've had such a crazy year with 2020, and 2021 has started off with a bang, man. You know, as of this week of me shooting this, you know, there was all that to do at the United States Capitol building, and just like a bunch of people bum rushing it and all that kind of stuff, man. There's just been so much craziness that's been going on. And, you know, we're not the type of channel, and I'm not the kind of coach, man, to like really go off on a diatribe about politics or anything like that. But here's the deal, man. I wanted to break down because I've had so many people that have gotten at me that have been like, I'm really depressed at the state of the world and what's going on in the world, and it's affected my game. I don't feel like going out and doing anything, and in some people's areas, it's like, that's not even an option. You can't go out, and they're feeling down, they're feeling depressed. And so I wanted to break down a few things as far as what the state of the world we live in right now, what that can teach you about your game, your life, and how to navigate it. All right, we're gonna hop into number one. Let's get it. Hey guys, just wanted to take a quick time out just to remind you, look, if you're getting value out of this channel and there's things that we're talking about that speak to you, make sure you subscribe, man, because we don't want you to miss a thing, man. You know, you cannot put it on us if you missed out on a video that could have uniquely changed your interaction with the girl of your dreams, man. So don't put that on us. That's on you, because you didn't subscribe, you didn't hit the notification bell, you know, so make sure you do those things. And if you have something you want us to touch on, or you have some input that you want to put about this particular video, go ahead and put it in the comments, and we're going to hop back into the video right now. Let's get it. Number one, there will always be adversity. Look, since the dawn of man up until now, moving into the future, there's always going to be adversity. It's never ending. It seems as though there's more now because, look, many of us are tethered to our phones. We get instant information so quickly, you know, with camera phones and things like that. If some major event happens, you've got 1,000 people that can record it, get it up online in a matter of minutes. That didn't happen back in the day. So it didn't seem like there was as much adversity back then, but the thing is that now with social media and all that kind of thing, people feel more connected. They feel a more sense of community, like it affects them directly, when it doesn't. As where I stand right now, I'm in Detroit, okay? The stuff that happened in Washington, D.C., you know, I could let that affect me, all right? But I don't, because I don't know anybody that was there. B, it has zero effect on my life. And C, I'm not going to be there myself, so none of it directly affects me. However, I see so many people commenting and posting on it, and I get that, okay? But the problem is if it's getting you down, if it gets you into a funk, if it makes you feel, in a depressive state or something like that, you can't let that adversity hold you back. Nothing is going to hit you harder than life, man. And if it's not affecting you directly, you have to push forward, man. You know, I'm old enough to remember back in the day when there wasn't an internet, and you would have to wait for things like the newspaper to come out the next day or the nightly news, things like that, you know, and it didn't seem as though it affected people as much as it does now. But since we have that sense of community and it's easy to connect with people and things like that via social media, I think it almost takes people mentally like they're there, like it's happening to them directly, where they're almost taking it personal. You know, you can't do that, man. You can't let it affect you like that, because if you do, how are you going to move forward? How are you going to push on to the next level in your life to try to level up, man? You're not going to be able to do it if you're getting weighed down with all these events and all these things that you feel are coming against you when they're really not, okay? So unless it's affecting you directly, and if it is, that's shitty, man, and I feel for you. But even then, you have to rise above it. You have to be better than the circumstance. You have to overcome it and push forward. All right, we're going to hop into number 2. Let's go. Number 2, stop watching the news, okay? When I say stop watching the news, what I mean is don't let it become cumbersome on your life where all you do is scroll social media looking for the next news event. Or you're watching cable news, or the 24-hour news cycle, and you stay glued to it because you want to see what happens and all that kind of thing. Man, look, what do you think that's going to do to you psychologically? Look, I look through the news every day, multiple news sources, because I'm looking for content to shoot for these videos. All right, it's not because I want to just sit up and I got nothing better to do but look at all these news sources, okay? The thing is, what I always find is it just seems like the reporting on all these news outlets is nothing more than a bitch fest. They're just bitching, complaining. You very rarely see anything positive, okay? So what do you think all that negativity is going to do to your psyche? If you're the type of person that, like from the first point, you're the type of person that it affects you, that adversity, cut it off, man. Just as an experiment, turn it off. Turn off social media, all that kind of stuff for 3 days and see how that affects you. See if you feel better, by cutting it off for 3 days. And this is somebody this is coming from me. I'm on social media all the fucking time because I'm always posting stuff for Modern Valor Dating on Instagram and Facebook and Reddit and YouTube and TikTok. And the list goes on, man. So, I want you to see what we post, but not at the expense of you having a bunch of negativity that's flooding your news feed and ultimately just bogging you down, all right? Okay, we're going to hop into number 3. Let's go. Number 3, have strong opinions, but do not argue with people. That's where people really let things affect them. I mean, honestly, ask yourself that. If you're one of these people online, and I see it all the time, and I'm sure you do too, you see people like somebody post something, and then in the comments, it's just a gang of people piling on that person, or people going back and forth. Have you ever seen somebody's opinion get swayed? No, because they let their ego affect what they're going to say to the person, what they stand up for, their worldview, all that kind of stuff, and they don't want to come across looking like a sucker, and say, oh, you got me, you win, you're right, I'm wrong. Nobody ever does that, man, And so don't be that person. Jay-Z has a line. It's like when two people are arguing, to figure out who the fool is, it's hard to tell who from who. So you got one smart person, then you got the fool, and these people are arguing, but from a distance, it's hard to tell who's who, right? And I think that's true, man. It's like, what's the point? How do you have so much time to sit up and just fuss with people? There is nothing wrong with having strong opinions. I'm an opinionated person, but not everywhere is the forum for those opinions. Like, I don't get up in front of the camera here for YouTube and start spouting off about, my opinions on this and that and everything. No, because this channel, by and large, is about dating, relationships, improving your life. It's not the forum for me to tell you what I think about the president, or the forum to tell you, what I think about the NFL. It's just not the forum for that. So I don't talk about those things here, okay? And when you're interacting with a girl, if you're just gonna bark your opinions, all you do is come across as being obnoxious. A friendly debate is one thing. Discussing a topic is one thing. If it's coming from ego or coming from a place where you're being condescending to people and you're being arrogant, that's different, okay? So you don't want to be that guy. If you're having a fun debate with a girl, that's one thing, all right? But when you just start barking off everything that you believe in and, you know, your worldview, and you don't show the ability to have an open mind and to listen to other people's opinions and perspectives, all it is, it's just looking like you have something to prove, all right? It looks insecure and childish. All right, we're going to hop into number 4. Let's go. Number 4, stay on your purpose. Listen, I don't care who's president of the United States of America. I don't care who's the Queen or King of England. You know, none of that holds any bearing on how I'm going to live my life, staying on my purpose. You know, my purpose on this planet is to run Modern Valor Dating and do this for you. And that's what I'm here for. That's why we do so many free calls, man. And if you need a free call, get at us. You know, that's what we're here for. I want to see men improve their lives, dating, you know, leveling up in life in general, career, professionally, family, friends, goals, all that stuff, man. I want to see you on your purpose like I'm on mine. I am driven. I'm passionate about what I do. I don't take it lightly, and neither should you, regardless of who's running what. None of that has affected my life in any kind of way that didn't allow me to do what it is that I was going to do for myself, for others, starting businesses, things like that. Nah, there might be a couple of little bumps that come up in the road due to policies or something like that. But at the end of the day, man, that's what this whole video is about, is overcoming that adversity. You have to do that. If you let world events knock you off of your purpose, you need to man up a little bit, okay? Because if you're letting things that aren't even directly affecting you knock you off your game, come on, man. You're the type of person we need to talk to you on the phone. Absolutely, because there is no question about it. You have to stay on your purpose. Because what else are you here? Are you here to absorb news? Or are you here to make news? Okay? So, all right, we're going to hop into number 5. Let's go. Number 5, don't live in fear. I talk to so many guys, man, that they let fear bog them down with the things that are going on in the world. It just adds fuel to that fire. What I mean by that is this. You know, so many guys deal with approach anxiety, and I get it. I dealt with it. Everybody deals with it to a certain degree, okay? Now, there's ways to make that manageable. There's ways to work on that. But you have to stand up in the face of that fear. Because look, Modern Valor Dating, okay? Our tagline is dating, relationships, bravery, courage. What is bravery? That's the mindset that says, okay, look, I am scared. I am afraid. But I am going to take the mindset to say, I don't care. I'm going to make something happen. And that's where the courage comes in. Courage is the courageous act of taking action to overcome that fear. Think of it like this. This is your comfort zone. In most people's case, the things that are outside of that comfort zone is due to fear. Now, with world events going on and things like that, you know, people are scared of like, oh, what if I get COVID? Or what if I'm afraid of confronting somebody who has a different political belief? That fear is only going to hold you back. See, your comfort zone, like I said, everything that is on the outside of that circle are things that you are afraid of. We want to expand that comfort zone so you're not as afraid. So now it's more comfortable, it's manageable, and you can go out, you can approach that girl. You know, if this is speaking to you, you are the type of guy that we need to do a free coaching call with. And if that's something that you want, there's multiple ways to get a hold of us. You could drop a comment. You can go to modernvalordating.com and book a free coaching call there, okay? There's many, many ways to do it, but ultimately you're the one that has to have the bravery to do it and then the courage to take that action, okay? So if that's something that you need, that's what we're here for. Stop being afraid, man. We want to help you work on that. We talk about it all the time. Like we did a video on approach anxiety, where we talk about you being able to go out there and approach and have that approach anxiety be manageable, where it's not something that's debilitating to you. So look, go check that video out. And if you want to go deeper on it than that, get at us. That's what we're here for. All right. I will see you there.